I know you changed it because it was going to start at
Okay.
you went live. All right. I don't know if
All
anything said. Well, hey there, everybody. How y'all
How's
doing?
it going?
Welcome back. Welcome back to our Double D's. What do we call it? Double D Transformer something.
Double D's Transformers
Transformer
live stream.
weekly live stream. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's such a wild name. Anyways, welcome back. This is episode 3. Man, we've done that 3 episodes, man. We
That's
made it.
right.
Not really,
Love it.
but, whatever. Everything.
Love it.
So, how you doing, Deemer? How you doing? How was your week, man?
I'm doing well. There's it's a pretty good week overall. There was some personal stuff that took me away from life for a little bit,
Yeah.
but that's life. We all have our things going on, and other than that, blessed to be awake and alive every day, doing what we do, spending time with family and loved ones, and having fun when we can. So that is me in a nutshell. How about you, man?
Very nice. I had a good, week. I had to work, that then Saturday, like I told you yesterday, that we had a little get together with her, family and everything. What's up, Iacon Custom Toy Brews. I always jack up his name, like I jack up everybody's name. But, anyways, we had a bunch of her, family come over yesterday, kind of like it wasn't kind of like a I was gonna say whore. A house welcome party, but it was kind of like one of those, but it was kind of birthdays. My wife's birthday was birthday and everything. So we had a little get there first in the month of.
That's cool. Happy birthday.
Am I lagging?
I think you're
I'll tell
right.
her. Yeah, it was the 8th. Her birthday was on February 8th.
That's good. That's
Okay,
cool.
good. Okay. So that's what we
How's
had
it going,
yesterday, and yeah, it was fun. Was that?
I was just welcoming everybody that was joining.
Oh yeah, thank y'all for joining in, coming in, and all that stuff and everything. So, I guess first things first. What did you get this week? Did you get anything? Did you get anything good? What'd you like?
So, what did we get this week? Let me show you here. Let me switch over to the camera here. And so, I'll remove myself.
Can't hear you talking, man. I think you're muted.
Is that good?
There we go. Now we can hear you. Yeah.
All right. So ME005, which is was it fourth party? Would we say third party? A knockoff of the DLX Megatron.
Okay.
So there's that. I did get what you just recently reviewed, which was really cool. The Iron Factory Megatron Beast Wars here.
Yeah.
So that came in. I got an oldie but goodie, I think. Generation Toys.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's a good one.
You remember this one?
Yeah, that's the bull. Yeah.
Raging Bull Side Swipe.
That's a good one.
And I got Triple Changer Shadow Baron.
Oh,
Do you ever?
Blitzwing.
Yeah, Blitzwing.
McFan's Toys. McFan's Toys. Yep.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
I don't have that one, but I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
And then we got our Transage Terra Hal. So I'm excited about this one. Let's see how this one comes out.
That's the Chug ones, right?
This is the Chug one, yeah. They're Hero Class, I think.
Gotcha.
Is what they call it. And that is it. It wasn't a big week, but we got our favorite guy over here, our review guy that we did here. So just hanging out. Love this guy. Absolutely love this guy. That's me, man. What about you?
Well, I didn't. I got I put the Megatron up, but I did get that Megatron for Legends class. I got this guy in finally. Laser Cat Toys, Beast Wars, Megatron.
Yep.
Gonna try to review him for tomorrow. I got. Let's see. I got YOLO Park.
Yes, I love that one.
See, So I'm really excited for that one. And I got who is this? This is Toy no Killer Body, and they're
Oh yeah.
really,
Love
I
it.
wish I would have got their Frenzy. I missed on their Frenzy. I hope I can get that. I got Yellow Dick, Tiger Tracks for New Age. Got
Yes,
him
sir.
in.
Yes, sir.
And I got Gotti. I got Gotti in. This is a Hook from
Ooh,
Pants Toys. I got him.
love
I
it.
just reviewed him today. I was kind of late for the party on that one, but really nice. And I think that's it. That's all I got this week. So not a whole lot, but I got a couple good things, man.
That's
Some
cool.
yellow dick. Who doesn't love some yellow dick?
Right. It's coming in colors, man. They're coming in colors.
Me to go see the doctor. But I'm so excited for this. I love like I don't know what it is with Laser Cat toys. They're just hooking me in. I've gotten all their combiners they put out so far. I got a couple of their older stuff too. They got some Prime stuff. They got Age of the or not the Prime, Rise of the Beast Prime. They got one of him, and they got Nemesis Prime too.
Oh
they
yeah,
got
I
a couple of
remember.
things before that.
Yeah, I remember those.
So
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Laser Cat Toys is putting out some good stuff. They put out every combiner, so we should have every combiner by the end of the year, probably more than likely. I know. Yeah, I think Superion is next. I think the aerial bots are next. So hopefully
that'll
we'll
be
get them
fun.
within a month or two. So really excited for those. And I don't have a lot. Like when Show Z pushed out a lot of stuff right before Chinese New Year. Now I don't have like anything coming in. Having anything or anything like that. So
Yeah,
got to spread it
same
out a
here.
little bit.
That week before they closed up, it was like everything just dumped. So remember on last week our stream, I had the shelf filled up. Now there's only a handful of one there.
Well, I got 3 pre-orders for the Doctor Wu. I got the Dotson Brothers and the Insecticons. That's the only pre-orders I have right now that I need to pay for.
Okay.
I'm waiting for. I'm hoping that they get the lockdown from 3.0, the DLX lockdown.
Oh yeah, I've
seen people that. Do you have, I say so? The ones that ordered from the website, I've forgotten theirs. I missed out on the special. You get the special the add-on, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't get the invent one. I got the other one, so could have missed out.
Yeah, I ordered.
It looks
I
so
got
good.
mine.
I've seen so many pictures of it,
too, but I haven't gotten mine.
Oh, you did? Okay, but man, I got mine from Show Z, and I for some reason I pre-ordered the wrong one. And then when I wanted to go back and get the other one, it was sold out. So I was like,
"Oh man,
oh well." But I got one. It's fine. I think the only extra thing is the mask or something. I don't know, which is fine.
Yeah, I don't remember what the difference is.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all I got this week. It wasn't a whole lot, but I'm excited what I got. Like I said, I'm ready. I'm ready to open this guy up. He's so looking cool. Anyway,
he looks
I got some other stuff. I got like. You got yours too, right? You got yours in, right?
Yeah, I got mine last week. So he was on the shelf here last week, if you remember. Yeah.
Okay. I got that Blockies Tarn I need to build. I got some Blockies I need to build. I got Fatu toys. I got that. We're gonna do that Voltron, that big old Voltron. We got to do.
I'm so excited to do Voltron with you. That's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, it looks. I want to open it up so bad. It looks so good. Or the box looks so good and everything. I looked at pictures too.
Tomorrow night. God willing.
Hopefully. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, I guess we want to talk about. What do you want to talk about? The news, I guess.
Yeah, man. Tell us what's news today. What's happening this week?
Well, not much like last week. It's once again, like I said, the Chinese New Year is really taken away from a lot of the news, so we haven't got a lot of stuff. If I can remember off the top of my head, I just put out the news for this week, just like 5 minutes right before we went on live. The most interesting things, really, top 3, I think they're really good. MS is finally finishing off the Dotson Brothers. We got smoke screens coming. I think, golly, Prowl was like, I think during the news, 5 or 6 years ago. Then we finally got Blue Streak, and now we got smoke screen finally coming. So they're moving in with that. Excited for that. Yep. Retgar from New Age looks so good. Looks like it's fixing to come out. Oh,
I saw you posted a picture of that. That looks good, man.
Yeah, and you know how many Junkions they could do? Yeah, that's going to be pretty expensive. That's going to be like the Dinobots, man. That's going to be trying to buy all the Dinobots.
It's going to be what, 5-6 sets at least, recolors.
At least. Well, I mean, so you're talking, talking about Retgar, you're going to at least get 4 or 5 recolors for them, and then
Easy.
how many other Junkions they do? That's
Was it
pretty
4 or 5? Yeah, at least 5, I think, right?
at least, yeah, at least. I was like, that's nice. Um, the other thing I thought was pretty cool was the Takara Lost Light Rodimus,
Oh yeah.
purple and
Oh
black
yeah, the
colors.
purple. Oh
Ooh,
man.
that
Oh,
looks
I'm
so good.
so excited for that. My daughter is bonkers over that style, that they did
Yeah.
for the first one.
Hmm.
She's like, that's my husband. I'm like, let's lower our roll.
Slow your roll, little one. Slow your roll.
Right, exactly. She drives me crazy with like hating him, but loving like some of the toy styles, like that
Yeah.
one part in particular. And
Oh,
then
the original one is great. I love the original one.
oh
It
yeah,
was is off, based off the Flames toys kind of design,
oh
but
yeah,
it transforms and it's so good. But
exactly.
man, the colors on this with the purple, you got light purple, dark purple. You got some kind of looks like teal, maybe a light blue or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Looks like got some red in it too as well. You got the pizza cutter. It is red, but really looks good. Um, Anything else that was really not a whole, like I said, really this week was a lot. I had to scrape and scratch for some news on this one. A lot of in-hand picks. The Astro Train. Oh, that's what we can talk about. Astro Train.
Oh man. So
Um, it looks trashy. I mean, Prime versus Prime. He got his early copy as always, and he
mhm.
did some comparisons. He did a lot of comparisons, which was really nice.
Oh,
But
okay.
man, the Siege one knocks it out of the park. I mean, it wasn't really that great either, but Siege is pretty good. But
Mhm.
only thing I can say this one is better than the Siege one is the train mode. I think the train mode
The
looks pretty
rainbow
good.
looks solid in fairness. I mean, I'll give them that.
Yeah, and the smoke effect, that smoke effect, I would never thought Hasbro would have done anything like that. That was cool. I like that.
So that smoke effect is a real effect then? It wasn't like a drawn out
Yep.
thing? Oh, that's cool. Okay.
No, it's the same thing. Yep, it's the same thing.
Quentin, that's hilarious.
So that's it's going to come with it. I guess I'm not seeing your questions. I'm only seeing them on my side. That's fine.
Did you see this one?
But yeah, I don't. They didn't pop on my one, which maybe I'm. Let me see. One second. No, it's fine. So the train mode looks good.
Mhm.
The space shuttle mode looks good from the front half. The back half looks like terrible. Which that was the same for Siege too. For some reason, they can't get the space shuttle mode for him correct. I don't know what is wrong. Um, and the bot mode. Ooh, you got the little side things on his legs or his thighs. That looks terrible. This is not
Yeah.
even cartoon accurate. The back of the legs and the feet are terrible. I'm thinking about. I think if I do have it, I gotta check and see if I do have it on pre-order. I'm gonna cancel it probably because this thing looks bad. Oh my gosh!
That's
I mean,
horrible,
I'm
man.
not. I'm not paying $60. I think it's gonna be like what $60 for him just for the
It's a
train mode.
yeah, just for
I
the
mean,
train mode.
yeah, I'm not doing that. The bot mode, it doesn't look right. I mean, it's not cartoon accurate at all. Not even close. I mean, from the back, I know you don't see your transform from the back, but you can see from the side. You can see the legs and everything. It looks terrible. Oh my gosh.
So Ion brings up a great point. Like, you don't have the Siege one. Would you recommend getting this one or just stick
No,
it?
get the Siege one. Go get the Siege one if you want. I mean, it looks better in bot mode. It's a little thicker. He's a little thick in bot mode and Siege. The space shuttle mode, but I mean, you're going to just more likely you're going to display them
Yeah.
with in bot mode, anyways. The train mode, like I said, this one is better in train mode than the Siege one, definitely. It does got the backdrop, does come the back does fold out, from the scene for the movie, which is pretty cool, but that's not $6 cool at all. I mean,
No.
so it was and he did comparisons of that, and we had some in-hand pics of uh, uh, what's his name? The guy in the movie that dies in the jail scene. Starts with a K. Why am I losing my thought?
Oh, Kranix?
Kranix, yes. Had a little bunch of in-hand picks with him. He looks good. I'm excited for him. He looks like he's got some nice, posability and stuff and everything. He looked really good. In-hand shots of who else they had? Missing Link, Nemesis Prime. I haven't done any Missing Link, but he looks, on par for what he, for the first one.
I'm all in on the Missing Link. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I think I'm getting Grimlock. If they do the Dinobots, I'm going to get the Dinobots and Starscream. If they do the Seekers, I'll do the Seekers too.
that's cool. Yeah. No, I think like that's a solid line in my book. It's a nice throwback to our generation's style and design.
That's what that's what we wanted back in the day. Yeah, was
exactly
that.
Yep.
And let's see. Yeah, like third party masterpiece news, not much. They showed some more pictures of Hotspot from MSC, the toy deco. Looks pretty cool. And that was about it. I mean, there was, like I said, there wasn't really a whole lot of news this week, other than a couple things in here and there. Not much as far as add-on kits and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was just, why am I not seeing Enix? Let me see. It's not showing I'm not seeing, the only thing I see as far as comments is, okay, now it's on stage. Now I can see it right here, but it's not showing on my thing. That's weird. I only see Ionica's his stuff. But sorry if I'm not seeing your questions. I don't know if something's wrong. I don't know what it is, but now I can see them. But I can barely see them. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, not a lot of news. Add-on kit stuff. Have you the hands for Devastator, Studio Series 86 Devastator?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, NB0 whatever it is. Yeah. I think I pre-ordered those because I am curious how they will look and feel and whatnot.
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
They look pretty cool, in fairness. So I think, you know what, let's give DNA some competition and, with some add-on kits. I love all these 3P companies that do add-on kits and, want to make a name for themselves. I say more power to you guys. Bring it on, because what DNA is offering versus their price a lot of times, especially nowadays, is crazy. So,
I don't have Devastator, so I'm not getting them. So I skipped on the Chug Devastator, so I'm not gonna get them. But they had some nice pictures. They had like smoke effects coming off Devastator and stuff, and the pictures were so good. I want those smoke effects. I don't know where. I guess they're getting them on Amazon. I'm gonna have to order some from Amazon if they have them.
Really? Okay.
They look really so good. Like it was. Oh, these pictures were so good. I wish I could do stuff like that. But yeah, add-on kits. Yeah, wasn't a whole lot. As far as add-on kit, Accio Studios has the new Prowl head coming. Now they put it on the dead Prowl, but I'm sure you can put it on any other Prowl you want to, because it's just a ball peg, a little ball joint and everything, so you can just pop it off. It looked pretty good. And they got a Quintus Prime, the one that looks like a jellyfish.
Oh yeah.
They got a new head sculpt coming for him, which looked pretty good. It was just a render, so it wasn't anything big. And that was about it. So yeah, it was. I still got 20 minutes out of it, but it was still. I had to look up some stuff real quick to try to push the news out and everything. So hopefully it'll get a little better, especially with. Every time I say this, Legends. I really wish there was more Legends news, man. Iron Factory, Magic Square, New Age. I want to see some more stuff, but we do have TFCon LA coming up in about 2 weeks. So we should be getting some good stuff in the third-party panel, which I know we'll talk about that, on Sunday and everything about all that stuff. So, yeah.
So let me ask you, is there anything Legends you're specifically wanting to get or hope that come out maybe, this wave, next wave, 2026 at all?
Oh, that's a good question, man. Look, from any company, I mean, New Age, I would love to see a Scourge. I've been wanting a Scourge for a long time. Yeah. We've had Galvatron and Cyclonus forever. Now we're getting Retgar. I would love season 3. Like I would love a Rodimus, Cup, Blur from them. Magic Square, we're getting the Technobots. I was hoping it was Defensor. I would love to have a Legend scale Defensor and the Protector bots. Robot toys, I guess. I'm sure. I hope they're moving. Through with their Legends Beast Wars stuff. They do got some masterpiece stuff in too. Are we still here? Are we still there?
We're still here.
Can you hear me?
I
Okay,
can hear
cool.
you.
Okay.
Yep.
Iron Factory. I hope we get to see some. You can good. Okay, good. Well, it kind of spinned and everything. Iron Factory. I hope we get to see some prototype pics of their Minosaur from the Samurai series.
Oh,
Yeah, we've only seen renders, and that was what 3 or 4 years ago. So I'd like to see some prototype pics of them. Something new from Iron Factory. Let's see who else was who did the Technobots. That was my mind went blank.
Bingo.
No, not Bingo. The Legend Scale ones.
Oh, the Legend Scale ones.
Oh, what was that? Anyways, that company, I would like for them to. I know. Craftsman's Toy. Yep. There you go.
It still works. It still works.
Yeah, Craftsman's Toys. That's why they pay. We're breaking up again. So Craftsman's Toys. I hope we see some. I know they showed off. They're doing the Dinobots, and they're doing I'm getting that Ultramagnus. They're doing the Ultramagnus from IDW. Definitely get that.
Oh yeah.
But I would love to see them do some more Legends. I want Legends from them too. So yeah. What are you wanting? Are you wanting anything special from anybody?
Am I wanting anything special from anybody? That's a great question. I'm really looking forward to that Takara Predaking. Like, I've been dreaming about this one coming out and waiting for Takara Predaking. I think I may have mentioned that Predaking's my favorite of all the combiners, I think, out there. So that one I'm really looking forward to coming out. And I think that I would love that the artistic style that some of the companies are taking, like that, the style for that MPG 17, I really like what they did with Optimus Prime, where they combined different takes and styles from the different generations and just kind of mashed them together. I think that kind of stuff excites me more nowadays. Because like we have all lived all the generations and all the redos and remakes and retakes and reissues and this and that. So I mean, if you guys aren't going to give us like some fresh, animated and some fresh TFP and stuff like that, then give us something stylistic and crazy and fun, and take some initiative to be a little bit bold and daring. So I wouldn't mind if they redid G1 altogether with a mashup like they did with the MPG 17 kind of thing, and show us what kind of stuff they could bring to the table and combine maybe some different generations together and do that. I would love a company to just kind of do that, or if Takara wants to roll with the MPG 17 kind of style, with other bots, I would love that too, I think.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, what I meant was really third-party Legends, but yeah,
for third-party Legends. For third-party Legends, like I would love a third-party Legends if they did Transformers Prime. Bring me a Transformers Prime and Legends. That would be fun, because Magic Square's been working a little bit on the animated. You know what? Give us Transformers Prime. Let's see what you do with that.
Yeah,
that would be fun in my book, but not overly complex. Like, let's not penalize everything. Right?
Oh, they panel the hell out of that stuff. I'll tell you right now.
That would be fun. I think that would be really fun.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I want everything. New Age. I want New Age to make everything. I think they've made almost there. Oh, I want a wheelie too as well. I think that's the only mini bot they haven't done is wheelie. So I
feel like you've always had an affinity to wheelie specifically. Like, there's something about wheelie that keeps coming up in your reviews every now and then.
I know.
Like,
I want
to know what the story and connection is between you and wheelie.
I want a Commander Scale wheelie. I want a Combiner wheelie. I want a New Age wheelie, a Magic Square wheelie. I want all the wheelies that we can get. I think that'd be pretty cool. But
that's fun.
But yeah. Well, let me ask you. So I was watching another stream today with some good friends of mine, Bot versus Con. If they're watching definitely, I need to go check those guys out. Really great dudes. I've met them quite a few times at some of the TF cons and stuff, and I expect to meet them at. I was hoping I get to go to TFCon LA, but not going to be able to. So I'll get to see them hopefully at BotCon and TFCon Orlando, which I'm definitely going to go to TFCon Orlando. But they had a guy on there asking the question, and they said, "Do you think Hasbro will ever get back into their to their glory days, or is it going to be third party all the way?" So I was going to ask you, Mr. Deemer, do you think that Hasbro can get back, or Takara? I guess it'd be Takara now, I guess. But do you think Takara could get back and back to their glory days, or is it just going to be third party like it's been the last, say, 10, 12, 13 years now?
I think Takara is, I don't know, at least the ones I've been holding in hand and seeing and stuff like that. I feel like there is a revival of the old spirit a little bit. I don't want to say it's a full revival of the spirit of Takara, but I do feel like there's something sparking in Takara that is kind of reviving the spirit of the toy itself. And I watch every now and then when I get a chance, like some of their streams of the products that they're putting out. And between, like, I don't understand Japanese, so I have no idea what they're saying. So,
Yeah,
but like you can see it, you can sense it, you see it in some of the toys that they're putting out, whether it's the Zoids, whether it's the Transformers that they do for the MPG and the new MPMN, I think it is. That they talk about with the new Sideswipe and that design there that they're coming out with. And so I feel like the spirit is rekindling. Will they ever get to the heyday of Takara and what it is to be a toy for Takara and that? I don't know that we'll ever get back to that. I really don't. I definitely don't think it's going to, for Hasbro, the Hasbro side, it would take a whole regime change of the organization to get, from top down kind of thing. But for Takara, I think the spirit's rekindled a little bit for me personally. I see a little bit of that, but I don't think we'll go full like that feeling we had as younger versions of ourselves, that we get a product that's, says Takara on the box or something and get that same feeling, that kind of thing. Would I love it? Sure, I love Takara. I'm not going to, deny publicly or privately my love for Takara. I do, and I wish that they would go full rekindling on their spirit of the toy situation. And I do have optimism for them. But at where we stand today, it's 3P. I think it's 3P. I agree, Dr. Spice. Takara is doing a lot of fun things in their T-Spark line as well. So.
I mean, when I read that question, I was like, did they really have a glory days? I mean, I don't remember them having the glory days, but I'm just kidding. That MP10, was one of the probably high peaks of the around that area. Whenever they were when they put out Megatron and everything. Because I remember I was at one of the TF cons, and they were showing the third party panel, and Hasbro and Takara announced that MP, whichever Megatron was, I think it was 26 or something, or MP, 30. They announced, was it 36 or something like that?
I think 36, right.
So they announced Megatron, and you could just hear everybody go, you heard, just everybody like, oh my God.
Right.
They're really, and it's going to be a gun too. Everybody just got so excited. MP36, thank you, Doctor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember that moment. Because when people go to TFCon, one of the highlights for TFCon is the third party panel, because we can see what's new. And when they dropped that and said that MP36 was going to be Megatron, man, it took the life out of that third party panel. Everybody was excited and everything. So I think that was probably around the heyday, around that time, especially when MT10 came out, and then MP36, MP44, Optimus Prime came out. I think what they're doing with T-Spark and stuff is they're kind of, I want to say they're kind of dumbing it down because it's not as, like I said, that MPG 17 Optimus Prime is not hard to transform. MP44, that's going to take some time to do and everything. So I think that they were, I guess, when I see some people were commenting on my review or saying, That's what this is what they wanted. This is what, a lot of people wanted. They don't like the complex transformations that they were doing. Everything just like, third party does, Fans Toys, X Transbots, their transformations, like I said, Fans Toys, if I didn't have to do a review for them, they would just go straight to the shelf because, I don't want to transform them. But I think that they're kind of dumbing it down for, with the transformations and everything, and, it's really good. He's going to be a little shorter than I would like him to be, but, I still think it looks great. I like that whole stylization, how it is and everything. Yeah, MP4 is a pain in the ass. But I think third party gives us what we want and what we need as far as Transformers, because we are getting MP scale stuff that Takara, Hasbro is not going to touch. I mean, can you see Hasbro and Takara doing MP Omnibots? No.
Oh,
we would never get that.
No,
we would never get Target Masters. Yeah.
No, it's not a cash cow.
We would get Target Masters. We would get Headmasters. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
We wouldn't get Headmasters, Target Masters, any of that stuff. We didn't even get all the Dinobots. We only got one Dinobot, Grimlock. So
right.
I think third party is the way to go, and I don't think there's not a whole lot left. As far as right now, let me ask you a question. I'll answer it too. If Transformers stopped being made, would you be satisfied with your collection?
Ooh, you know what? I would. Personally, I think I have enough of the things I actually want, or absolutely was chasing for a long time, that I would be satisfied. I mean, there's always going to be gaps in that. If they stopped, today and there were no Transformers of any kind on the shelves, I'd have been like, yeah, man, I wish, I would have grabbed X or Y or Z. Sure. But I think overall, I think, what, I love the ones that I did get over the times. And, like I said, I think on one of the streams and certainly in some of my videos is as I'm unpacking my life from the boxes, I'm unpacking these toys. And it's like all these memories flow out with them. And it's like, there's a piece to it, right? Like, oh man, for instance, if all my collection wiped out and I only had my G1 Trailbreaker, I'd still be happy because of that memory it has with me being my very first Transformer. And the time frame it represented for me personally. If everything went away today and that was the only one that I had left, there'd still be a piece to me about you know what? I did the Transformers thing. This is the only one I have left and I'm happy, So I don't know how you feel about if you only had one piece left, what it would be, or if you would feel, the same question you threw at me, thrown back to you kind of thing.
Yeah. I would be happy. I would think I would be happy with my MP collection because I think I have a very, a version of every, almost every, especially every US released Transformer. I do have my wheelie. I got, X Transbots wheelie, so I got that. So I think I have everything, as far as combiners. I guess I could probably. I need a Piranacon probably. But he's not high on my list or anything like that. Legend scale, no. I need more new age stuff and everything. But if it stopped, I mean, yeah, I'll be content with what I have because I have a whole lot of crap, man. But there's still some stuff we need, like MP scale. There's still stuff like Deluxe Insecticons. We need those. We need some Headmasters. There's certain. Not the main characters, but we need some of the certain, sub, B level, C level kind of characters. We need some of those still and everything. So, Headmasters. Damn right you are.
So what if you had only one Transformer to choose from whether it's your collection, just from your collection, let's limit it down. And they said, you know what, Deluxe, we have to take all your Transformers except one. Which one would you keep on your shelf?
God damn. Damn, I don't know, man. I would probably say because I mean, I've gotten gifts from people, and I would love to keep that, those. I got so much stuff. I don't know which one I would keep. Probably my masterpiece Starscream, maybe. Uh,
Mhm.
I guess MP. Yeah. What was he? What, MP 52? I think I lost count.
To
Maybe I may be off on that one.
which
Something like that.
version of it? First, second, third. The
Not the first or second. No, not the one with the little flaps on the side. No, not the MP 3 or 5 or whatever. Which one? No, not the green one.
so,
No,
52 or
not
52
those.
points or something like
Yeah,
that.
52. Yeah, I would. I guess him. I guess I don't know, man. I'd have to go. I'd have to. I don't know what all I have. I haven't looked at all my stuff in a long time. So, what would you keep?
Well, like I said, I would keep my G1 Trailbreaker.
Trailbreak. Okay.
Yep. Just because, like, I remember back in the day, I thought, like, wow, he really looks like my neighbor's truck. Number one, right? Like to a T, like exactly the same color, the same stripes on the side,
Yeah.
everything. And so for me, I was like, well, this really is a real transformer, right? It's a real truck, it's a real toy, it's a real, and just the time for me being my first one. And and I used to play with my friends, Transformers at the time. I thought Optimus Prime was just like bonkers at the time, and then
Yeah.
Bumblebee, because of how tiny he was, I thought that was like one of the most precious things that they had made at the time, right? But
Yeah.
like as Glory and Grimlock, oh man, Grimlock, my head exploded when Grimlock came out. But I
Yeah.
think this day it'll always be G1 Trailbreaker.
Nice. Very nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have any of my older stuff. We moved a lot, and I mean, my parents, threw my stuff out, so I don't have any of my original Transformers. But if
Mhm.
I did have some of those, that'd probably be one of my, if I kept, like, I remember one Christmas, it was Christmas of '87, I think it's either '86 or '87, and I got, man, one Christmas. I got Skylinks, I got Tripticon, Galvatron, I got Cyclonus, I got some other
Mm.
ones. I got a whole lot of stuff that year. That was a great Christmas and everything. So
Oh
yeah,
wow,
that
that's
was
really cool.
yeah. But what was the question? Who asked? What did
Oh
bananas?
no, Cynical Banana was just saying tough questions that he would probably keep
Oh,
his
okay,
Metal Square Prime V3. That's a good one.
okay,
That's
yeah, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. A lot of people would keep a prime. I mean, I have some great primes too that would probably make that list and everything, but
hmm
that's a hard question. I mean, I have a lot of stuff, and just to keep one, I mean, it could be my statue of, I have the Starscream statue sitting on a throne of missiles. I mean, that would be cool to keep. It doesn't transform, but
right.
that's what it is. But yeah, so yeah, that's a hard question. I like the other people ask, if your house was on fire, which one could you grab? I'm like,
hmm
man, I'm grabbing a couple and throw them out out to the grass. When you talk about grabbing one, I'm just going to grab like a handful and then go
That's
get
fine.
some more and stuff. And
Well, I got another one for you if you're entertaining one.
so,
Do you consider yourself a
crabby ass
purist?
sure not, man. That's what I would keep.
Oh, right. That'd be in the fire, right?
This guy's terrible. This guy's terrible. He's one big waffle. Would you ask me if I'm a purist? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, like do you consider yourself, or at least maybe at one point consider yourself a purist where your Transformers had to be like what it was on a cartoon or a specific
For a second.
movie, a specific episode?
Ask the question again. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Like, do you now or at any point
hear me?
in your collecting,
Oh.
can you hear me okay? Deluxe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Do you consider yourself a purist
kinda
to, any of the
Probably, I'm a
cartoon?
little behind.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're breaking up. Hold on a second.
Anybody can answer this too while we're waiting
there?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Can you hear
Sorry.
me okay? No, you're good.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear
Okay,
you.
cool. So my question was, are you now or ever at any point consider yourself a purist that when you collect certain, Transformers, they have to be screen accurate to a certain, series, G1, a movie, etc.? Or are you like, no, man, just give me whatever looks good kind of thing?
Hmm, that's a good question. I mean, I think I like all of it. Really, to be honest, I do like the tune style because it is,
Hmm.
but it's kind of boring. I do like stylized. I get a lot of stylized stuff.
Hmm.
But there's some people that straight. It has to be from the cartoon. That's the only thing I like. I like the Toon Deca, which is cool. But I do also like a stylized transformer. I mean, so
Yep.
I guess I'm not. I don't have to. It doesn't have to be. I guess a straight tune guy or a toy deco. I like them all, to be honest. So
Yeah, I relate
what
to
about you?
cynical. Yeah, I totally relate to Cynical Banana because I was very much a pure G1 tune kind of thing
Yeah,
collector. Like if it was even slightly off, I'd be like, why? Why did you guys do this? Right? Like,
yeah,
I don't want it. I'm not interested, whatever. And it's funny, like, how we start out. And like, I know, like, you and I are the same age. And like, where I am today is like, you know what? I like all kinds of things that are different from all the things that we spent time chasing and collecting. And, that's
hmm,
why I talked about the mashup of the MPG 17, for instance, or the Kang toys that are amazing, like stylistically, or the Laser Cat with their chibi styles. And,
yeah,
it's just, I like this reformatting and, like because we've been there. And maybe I don't know, like if any of you guys that are on the chat are younger, are you guys still in a specific phase, or you guys like, whatever just appeals to you? I'm just curious as, just a collector friend, transform. I play with mine, so I like to play. The playability has to be there for, the ones I really like, kind of thing.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
that's
I
me.
mean, I, I like I like what Kane Toys did with their Insecticons. It's not the same Insecticons we had as kids
Hmm.
and everything. But I like their take. I hope they do a couple more. That'd be pretty cool. So I do like things different than what just tune based off tune stuff and everything. But I will still get I'm getting the fans toys. Devastate. Constructicons. They're straight tune. Just like most of
Hmm.
their stuff from fans toys.
Yep.
So I just like Transformers. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I just
That's
love
that's me.
Transformers.
Like give me something
Yeah, I'm
interesting
cranky
I can
oriented.
play with, I can transform, that's a character that I generally know. If I don't know, let me, be interested, if you're gonna do something off the wall.
Yeah,
But yeah, like Duke Nukem, he's like, give me Tuner, give me that. Like I
yeah.
like that extreme too. Like I like people who know what they want, so that's cool. Um, but then are you
Oh yeah,
a
definitely, definitely.
completionist too?
Um, yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
mean, I went all in for the Dinobots for New Age. I
Hmm.
got every single one of the Dinobots. From Toon. I think my stuff is lagging. Ugh.
I can hear you fine,
Anyway,
man.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, good. Okay. Um, I guess I'm a completist. Yeah, I guess I am. Are
Okay.
you?
I think in my ideal world I would be, but in my practical world, there are like, I mean, look at Hasbro. There's no way I would be a completionist with what Hasbro's putting out, right? Um, so no, I'm not a completionist, not
That's
anymore.
true.
Like
That's true.
there isn't anything in me that says, Deemer, like just because you have to get this, just because you're a completionist mentality. Maybe 10 years ago that would have
Okay.
been, you
Yeah.
know, but like nowadays it's like
Yeah. Okay.
life's short.
Yeah. I would take that back. I've skipped a lot of stuff from Hasbro because it's just not interesting to me. Some of the stuff has been, and I've had buyer remorse for a lot of the Hasbro stuff
Mm, that's true.
lately. So
Yeah.
you know, So yeah, I guess I'm not really a completed. I used to be, like you said, about 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. Yes, I got everything. But now I'm just like, I can miss a lot of stuff. So everything. So
What's up,
but
Raziel?
anyways. Oh, what's up, Raziel? Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, I mean, I guess we've been on for a little bit. Gonna have to cut it short a little tonight. I'm gonna be on another show tonight. Fix to go on them and everything. But after this tonight, I'll be back next week. We'll be back, next Sunday. We're gonna be at a different time, like we started off on the first time. And because I made prior arrangements with this before we started doing this podcast, so I don't want to take back from them and everything. But definitely going to be back next week, and we'll be on longer too as well, hopefully. But like I said, I have to go on another show tonight. But I want to thank everybody that's came by and stopped once again. As always, we really appreciate y'all, coming in, talking it up and everything. That's what drives us, is to see y'all, talking in, back and forth with us and everything. We love it. And we're just so thankful that, you stopped by, taking time out of your busy schedule just to watch two, dudes talk about toys and everything.
Absolutely.
So, we do appreciate it. But Deemer, what you got anything coming up? What you got coming up as far as, reviews and stuff and everything?
As far as reviews, you and I, my friend, are going to tackle this guy.
We're going to try.
We're going to try and tackle, this guy. Let me bring him out for you real quick. This guy right here. Yep. We're going to work on a joint review, guys, for the Beast King Reborn 01.
Yep.
And see if we can have a little fun with a joint review on that together. And then I think I'm going to work on Predaking from the latest re-release from Hasbro.
Oh, okay. The Power of Primes?
The Power of the Primes one. I think I'm excited to get that opened up and on the shelf. So
awesome, man. That's good. Yeah. I put out my Gotti today, if you don't mind go watching that. And I put out my news just a while ago. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get this guy out, hopefully.
Nice.
If I don't go to sleep, I'm going to get the Laser Cat Beast. Man, he looks so cute. Oh, my gosh.
He's so fun.
And some other stuff. I got the Yellow Park. I got blockies I got to build. Eventually, this one should be an easy one. It doesn't transform, so I'll just do some articulation and everything. Man, it's light. Nice. I don't think he has 80 die cast or something. I don't know. Looks kind of weird.
I didn't realize the flap opened up.
Yeah, I just now saw that. It just like it had that little thing right there. So that's pretty cool.
That's hilarious.
I always like displays like that. 3-0 does that and stuff.
Yep.
That's what I got. But yeah, awesome. Thank y'all so much once again for stopping in and everything. And like I said, we'll be back next Sunday at a later time. It'll probably be 8 o'clock my time, which will be Central Standard Time, 9 o'clock Deemer's time.
Yes, sir.
And everything. And I guess, as always, be good to yourself. Man, have some freaking.
Absolutely, guys.
Do you
Thank
stop the live or do I stop the live?
It's all right. I can do it. All right. All right, everybody.
I don't have an option to.
Oh, you don't?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't. I couldn't see anybody's. I can't see anybody's comments, and I couldn't see. I can't. Yeah, I don't have a way to turn off live or anything. It doesn't have me. It doesn't have a choice, or it doesn't have me an option to go live. Are we still live?
We are on the stream here. Good night, everybody.
Stay young, I'm just talking out of my ass.
Peace out.
We'll see you next week.
We'll keep rambling for a while.
Just rambling. Just keep on rambling. Good night, everybody.
Good night. There we go. Okay, we're not live anymore. What?